without harming the plant. Your carbon dioxide does not harm the plant. Neither does the oxygen that comes from the plant harm human beings. So nothing is wasted. Are you with me? It's called administration of justice. They were not carnivorous animals that were to feed on another life to survive. So there was no any living creature that was supposed to be a prey. The way God made it was that every system, every product, all the works that were to come out of man, they were to come out perfect without default. But when man fell, that fundamental principle that was hosting the administration of justice began to shake. And when it began to shake, something adjusted in the entire system. And then the mode of operation and the system that God designed and created for all creatures to live without causing harm to each other was tilted, and it was off balance. And for that reason, some creatures became prey. Other creatures became predators. For man, so many things went out of place. But I will give you 2-3 examples. I will close. I didn't want us to stretch this far. Man still intelligent, but he is in his fallen state. So for that reason, no perfect creation can come out of man. For example, we migrated from the agrarian age into the industrial age, right? It brought about an economic boom. There were buildings of machines from all quarters, and that helped the development of the economy. But do you realize that this same machine that has helped the development of man's economy began to hurt the environment and the system? That's when we began to talk about spillage, pollution, and the likes of that. And the reason is because man in his fallen state cannot produce something that will bring advantage without, even if it is small, just a slight accompaniment of disadvantage. Why? He is in his fallen state, incomplete, imperfect, short of God's glory. That space, that short, that limitation, that incapacity makes man to become an unable being to produce something perfect. I've checked from the information that is out there in public space. This same AC that gives you, that makes you feel comfortable. I hope you know that the gas that makes the AC to, that gas is hurting the air. I hope you know. You don't know, right? The aerosol spray, what you call fleets, that kill mosquito on one hand, is also hurting the environment. Do you know? You don't know, right? I can go on and on. The smartphone, a way deeper advancement than the Symbian phones that we were using. It's now called smartphone. But do you see the accompanying disadvantage? Let's leave the social media exposure to all kinds of vices and evil that you have access to. I hope you know that the reflection that comes from that actually has the potential of harming your health. Wireless internet. I can go on and on and on. But you can see that smartphone is a development, isn't it? You have so many things packed into one. You don't need camera. You don't need wristwatch. You don't need stopwatch. You don't need, everything has been compressed. You can send email and text within just. This development has it brought, but there's something that it's, because it's a product of a fallen man. Just keep naming it. Is it the drugs you are taking? It is a reflection of our nature as a fallen man. That is what comes out. So the work of a fallen man is a reflection of his fallen state. If you give that man leadership, even if he's bringing something good with one hand, the other hand will bring attendant evil. Please, let's be on our feet. I'm saying this to widen your mind so that you see your give me just daily bread mindset. It's supposed to leave you. From the beginning, God wants us to bring into captivity all the territories around us. You are a creature of dominion. It's not just for you to have money. It's that everything should be brought under the thought pattern, the subjection, the rulership of the king himself. But we don't know how to do that. But we know how to gratify ourselves. We know how to exalt ourselves. We know how to do things that brings and give us. God wants us to start taking the initiative, and we will sit down and consider what it means to be fruitful, because that's the beginning of the journey. And if we're able to achieve that, you will realize that there's no nation, there's no territory that is too big for God to conquer. And I mean none to conquer for the Lord. There's a ruler in you. There's a ruler in you. But so many messages, so many preachings and teachings have covered the ruler in you. And you are living like a beggarly person. You are God's representative. You are magistrate. You are judges. This is how God sees you. But you are walking in ignorance. You are walking with lack of knowledge. And we follow all kinds of things that are suppressing the real nature that God wants us to have. And we beg for things that are supposed to serve us. Human nature and the flesh has been so amplified that is the one ruling. It is time for us to take the true journey. God wants you to come to that point where his nature is fully formed in you, where the expression of his nature will start through you. You will be his representative. You will be a judge. You will be a ruler. You will be a magistrate. You will judge. You will dictate. You will control. But until then, you need to walk. You need to walk. I need to walk for the nature of God to be formed in us. I want you to pray.